So this is video log number 6, I believe, and it's about what pieces of research do I want to focus on. I'm not entirely sure if that means what research question did I want to pursue, or what type of research do I want to do, as in quantitative or qualitative. So I'll just answer both questions. The research question that I really liked stemmed off of interracial dating, and it became interidentity dating. So what different identities affect who you're willing to date, and what that looks like on our campus. I felt that that question was really strong and something that we could definitely research here at Clemson and get some interesting results for. So that was the one that I liked the best. And in the way of what type of data, either quantitative or qualitative, I have a lot of experience with quantitative data, being in a science major. I haven't really done surveys so much as experiments and analyzing data and tables and stuff like that. So I think that I could be helpful in that respect. For qualitative data, for like interviews, I've been on the other side of the interview table. As an RA, I was part of RASP, which is RA selection process, excuse me. And so I've experienced what it's like to be asking the questions, but we didn't write those questions. And in my memory, I don't think that I've ever written and given an interview for anyone, except for maybe like a research project in high school, but I'm not as experienced with that and writing the interview questions. So I would love to be a part of really any type of data. I don't really think I have a preference at this point, but I have more experience with quantitative data. So I guess I'm one of the people who, does that make sense? I am a person who is willing to do anything. Like wherever we need somebody to pick up a position, I can take it. So that's just where I'm willing to focus. For both of the research questions, I'm not opposed to doing the other one. The other one was what does it look like to self-expression? What does it look like to self-express in a homogenous culture? And at first I thought that was a really, really cool idea, and I was drawn to it. But then when I thought about it some more, I saw some problems within it that I voiced in class, like this feeling that not everyone is a Clemson Tiger and not everyone feels like they are part of the Clemson family. Even though it's supposed to be a very diverse and all-inclusive family, a lot of people don't feel like they fit the norm here. The norm. The norm here on campus. So I think that the Clemson family idea already has a lot of exclusion in it that maybe doing a study like this could break down. But I just worry about the approach that some people were thinking about taking and talking about, like, how do you stand out and what do you do to not be like everyone else, and how do you feel that you stand out within a group, and how do your groups stand out, and like, I don't know, I was worried that it would get a little exclusive when it's clearly trying to be a very inclusive research project where everyone is part of the Clemson family. I see where they're trying to make that inclusive, but I think that our research, the research question that I really liked about intersocial identity dating, is actually the most inclusive, because everybody has identities. Everybody, whether all of the groups on the social identity wheel are represented for you, at least some of them are. So I think that our research project idea would be the most inclusive. I think that it would have really great results. Some of the questions obviously would be uncomfortable. For example, maybe not uncomfortable, but, the one I was thinking of is, would you date someone of the same sex? And clearly, the LGBTQ community is not a very large one on our campus. But also, interracial dating that's not a huge community on our campus either. So unfortunately, just making large assumptions based on what I see, I think that we do have a very homogenous culture here at Clemson. So we may not get as many representatives of all of these groups, but I do think that we will get some good numbers and some good feedback from qualitative data. The limitations, I guess, or the things that we really need to be careful about when walking into this research project is making sure that we are targeting, I don't like that word as much, make sure that we are reaching out to the right groups to make sure that we get good numbers, because some groups are very homogenous, and if we want to see the diversity and we want to see different social identities, and we don't want everybody's answers to be exactly the same, we need to make sure that we're asking the right people. So that's one thing that we'll have to be very careful about planning for in the future. So I look forward to finding out which research project that we're actually going to do and how we're going to split it up. I'm excited about both of them. I think that both of them are great ideas. So this is the end of my video log.